Hello students, welcome to Short Research classes, and this is JEE Advanced 2017 solution I'm doing here. Here's a question of 43. The other questions from 37 to 42 have been solved in the other video. That f equal to 0, 1 is a continuous function. Then which of the following function or functions have the value 0 at some point in the interval? So how to do it? So e to the power x belongs to 1 to e for x belongs to 0 to 1 and 0 less than 0 to x ft sin t dt. We know this part in 0 to 1. So I'm splitting this part and into this part. So first option into two different parts. Okay. So obviously this whole thing is, this part is greater than 0 but less than 1, and this part is also lies between 0 to 1. So at least the first whole thing is positive. Okay. Next is the second option. That is x to the power 9. We can take like h of x is x to the power 9 minus fx. What is h0? Is minus of f of 0, and that is negative. What is h1? 1 minus f1, that is positive. Okay. This is the structure then. So this one is the possibility. Next one is, now we are considering that what happens in the fx plus 0 to pi by 2. Now without calculating, fx is positive and this is plus, and in these two both are positive, so ultimately this part is positive. And coming to this area, cos t sin t, and if we take it as gx, so what happens to g0? So g0 equal to, this part is gone, first part is 0, so gone, 0 to pi by 2 ft cos t dt. This itself is negative, so this is also a possible answer. So B and D are the correct answer in this case. Next one. Okay, the sides of a right angle triangle are in arithmetic progression they have given, and if the triangle has an area 24, then what is the smallest side of that triangle? So let me just draw this. If it is a arithmetic, so we can take it, this is the largest side, so a plus 2d, and triangles has the area, so half into base into height is 24, so a into a plus d we can say is 48. That is equation number 1. And also a square plus a plus d whole square equal to a plus 2d whole square. So this will give us 3d square equals plus 2ad minus a square equal to 0. So that is 3d minus a into a plus d equal to 0. So from this you can get that 3d equal to a, as a plus d cannot be equal to 0, as a is this, because this part is a side itself. So 3d equal to a, so obviously d equal to 2 we have, so a equal to 6. So the smallest size is this one, is 6. centimeter, or here you can say it's 6 units. Okay, next one. for how many values of p the circle and the coordinate axis have exactly 3 common points. Okay, so here we have to do it case 1, case 2, case 3 wise. So the first one is, let it be case 1. Case 1 may be if the circle touches y-axis and cuts x-axis. That is like this. Okay, so in that case f square minus c is 0 and g square minus c is greater than 0. Okay, which makes it 4 plus p equal to 0, so 1 and 1 plus p greater than 0, so p equal to minus 4, and in this case it is coming 1 p greater than minus 1, and again p is minus 4, so this is a contradiction, so this is not possible. So case 1 is not possible. Case 2 is if the circle goes like this, touches in this way. So we see f square minus c is positive, g square minus c is also positive. So that is 4 plus p is greater than 0 and 1 plus p is also greater than 0. So 2 values of p are possible, 2 values of p are possible. So that is okay. And case 1 is, so this gives 2 values. For how many values of p? So till now we got 2 values. Case 3 is this type. If it passes through origin and cuts both, this time it didn't pass, it's inside. So this will be simply p equal to 0. So that means there is only one value from here. So finally the answer is, the total number of values in this case will be 2. Now we proceed to question number 46. For a real number x, if the system is a system of 3 variables of linear equations infinite many solutions, then we need to find the value of 1 plus alpha squared. So for infinite many solutions, the basic structure is the determinant form is 0. So 1 plus alpha square if we take, and if we do the operation as yes, this plus this plus this, I am directly going for the operation with respect to this matrix, the main principal matrix here. 1 plus alpha square, 2 alpha plus 1 and alpha square plus alpha plus 1. So every column is the sum of these, and the rest of the thing are remaining unchanged. So this is equal to 0. Next one, if we put that thing into determinant format, okay, I think we can make some other zeros as well here. 1 plus alpha plus alpha square. Keep the first column unchanged, keep the second column also unchanged, but if we subtract this from this, then we get couple of zeros, and this is 1 minus alpha square, and this thing also equal to 0. And after that, if we expand the determinant by this, so 1 minus alpha square into this, so 1 plus alpha square minus 2 alpha square minus alpha equal to 0. So 1 minus alpha square equal to 0, and either this part is 0. So this gives you alpha equal to plus minus 1. For alpha equal to 1, the system of linear equations has no solutions. Okay, so 1 plus alpha square is we put as in this way, 1 minus 1 plus minus 1 square. So alpha equal to minus 1 is the accepted value here, and the answer is 1. Next question. words of length. Take a look into the question. Words of length 10 are formed using the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. 10 letters is being provided and words of the length of 10 are formed. Let X be the number of such words where no letter is repeated. So X number of non-repeated, and Y there are such letters where exactly one letter is repeated twice and no other letter is repeated. So we need to find the value of Y by 9x. Simple permutation based question. So x equal to how many ways you can write? 10 factorial ways. Y, how many ways you can write? You can take 10c1 into the repetitive word 10c2. Rest of the thing is 8 factorial. And the rest is 9c8. This 8 because the other portions can be replaced in 8 possible ways. So y by 9 into x is 10c1, 10c2, 8 factorial, 9c8 is 9. It's 9 into 10 factorial. So this is 10 factorial into 45, 9 by 10 factorial. So answer is 5. So simply answer to the given question is y by 9x equal to 5. Next is a differentiability structure they have given over here. Take a look into that. Now in this question they have given, let r f of r is a differentiable function such that f of 0 equal to 0 and f of pi by 2 is 3 and f dash 0 is 1. So 3 possible points, so it may be a 3 variable structure we're looking for, and gx is a long function given. Okay, now we have to find out limit of x tends to 0 gx. Okay, so the starting point would be the interval structure x to pi by 2. If we see that this is derivative of something into a function and the cosec x derivative is minus cosec x cot x into that function. So it is actually, we can write ddx of UV format. So that will make things relatively easier. So f of t is the one function, another one is cosec t dt. So integration of derivatives, so directly we get the function. So g of x is f of t, so we can just put the value pi by 2 cosec pi by 2 minus fx cosec x with respect to the upper limit and the lower limit. So this value will give us 3. Okay, because this value is already given 3. Cos 90 is 1 minus fx, and we can put it like sin x gx. Now if I put limit both side, limit x tends to 0, and here also like limit x tends to 0. So here this is outside the limit and limit x tends to 0. This is f dash x by cos x by L'Hopital rule. So 3 f dash x f dash 0, if we put, we got it as 1, and cos 0 is also 1, so the answer is 2. So the value of this determinant is 2. In the next video I will solve the rest of the questions of JEE Advanced. Thank you for watching.